Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. I'm going to do a quick video here because I had an individual ask me about using the crook to pull somebody in because I believe they wanted to give them an elbow or a knee. That's good in a lot of ways, but I want to go over the dangers of when you're bringing somebody in. So give me a hand's going to be Mr. Bob. Whenever you're bringing somebody in, you got to remember the first rule. You're bringing that person in, you're going to have to deal with them in some way, shape, or form. So basically, to me, I'm always liking striking and moving away, striking and moving away. But if I'm going to use my crook, and we do teach in the RDT cane self-defense system in our intermediate level, we do use the crook for doing takedowns from the head area and also from the leg. But I want to go over now basically something you need to be very careful with, especially when you're hooking an individual around the neck. Now, first off, you're really never just going to reach out and hook a guy because he's going to grab that cane. He's going to make sure he's not going to get pulled in. So you kind of soften them up a little bit. Now, that means whether I'm giving him some kind of a strike to the midsection, hitting the leg and making him wobble where he bends and I can hook his neck and I can pull him down, that's a good thing to do. And that situation would be like I give him a shot to the solar plex, then I come down hooking that neck and I bring him down and then I throw him to the ground. You still got to watch out for something very dangerous, which I'm going to cover about that. One of my things I like to do the best is if I hit him, hook that leg, and then pull up and take them to the ground that way. That way their upper body's going backwards and they're going to hit the floor. Here's the dangers I'm talking about when you bring somebody in close, though. So let's say I smacked him in the knee or I smacked him somewhere and I got him bent a bit. And I turn around and I hook him. Let's say I'm bringing him in, as the individual was telling me he likes to come in and use a knee. See what happened? I just got stabbed because I really don't know what he may have on him. Yeah, he could have a small gun on him to where he pulls it out and because we're in close shoots me. He could have a blade. He could have a sharp pen, something he can get out of his pocket and use it against me. So again, let's say I don't see the knife. All of a sudden, I smack him. He's hurt. I hook him by the neck. As I'm bringing him in, unless he's really injured, his hand slips into his pocket. Now I just brought him really close, and he could use that blade and just shake me up right here, cutting the femoral artery, all kinds of nasty things. So you may think once I hook him around the neck that I'm going to come in with an elbow or I'm going to come in with a knee. And yes, if the individual is stunned and they don't have a weapon, yeah, I'll say 7 out of 10 times you're going to be able to pull that off. But you've got to understand something. Here's the biggest rule of the whole situation. When I hook him and I bring him in, I need to have two plans. My first plan is, what am I going to do with him? Am I going to strike him? Am I going to take him down? And my second plan of action is how do I dislodge my cane? And I've done videos on being able to unhook them so they don't fall down and take me with them or I lose my cane. So again, if that knife is hidden and I don't see it and all suddenly he throws a punch and I block that arm and I hook that neck and I start to bring him in and then he pulls it out and he stabs me. So that's something you got to watch out for and be very careful of. So just remember that when you're using that crook and bringing them in. Again, I would be more into a situation where if he's coming in and I hit him and I hook that leg, if he starts to pull that knife, then I'm gonna yank him to the ground. I got better odds that way. Thank you, sir. So remember that when you bring somebody in, have a plan of what you're going to do and have a plan on how you're going to get rid of them. But I really wouldn't bring them in unless you do have a good solid plan and be careful. They may have something hidden on them. So hopefully that helps. Gary does. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys very soon. If you get an opportunity, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.